بسم اللہ الرحمن الرحیم. السلام علیکم ناظرین. اگر کہتے ہیں نا کہ ہمارے ملک میں آپ کسی پہ بھی ایک الزام لگا دیں کہ اس نے حضور صلی اللہ علیہ وسلم کی شان میں گستاخی کی ہے یا اس کو سر قلم کر دیں، جدا کر دیں، لیکن جو لوگ مسلمان ہیں اور جو اسلام کا دم بھرتے ہیں، جو اللہ اور اس کے رسول کے حکم کے مطابق چلتے ہیں، ان کا طریقہ کار تھوڑا مختلف ہوتا ہے. وہ دعاؤں سے کام لیتے ہیں اور وہ کام کرتے ہیں کہ جو سے دنیا بھی مانے اور احترام کی نظر سے دیکھیں. میں آپ کو ایک واقعہ سناتا ہوں. جان الیگزینڈر ڈوئی امریکہ کا رہنے والا تھا. آج سے 125 سال پہلے کی بات ہے. جو حضرت محمد صلی اللہ علیہ وسلم کی شان میں بہت گستاخی کیا کرتا تھا اور باقاعدہ اداریہ لکھتا تھا. وہ ڈاکٹر بھی تھا اور کافی اس کی جو سی تھی اس کو ماننے والے لوگ موجود تھے، جو اس کے پیروکار موجود تھے، لیکن اس کو چیلنج کرنے والا کوئی نہیں تھا. ایک مرد مجاہد نے چیلنج کیا. حضرت مرزا غلام احمد قادیانی نے قادیان سے بیٹھ کے اس کو چیلنج کیا اور اس کو پھر موبائلے کا چیلنج دیا کہ تم غلط بیانی کر رہے ہو، جھوٹ بول رہے ہو. جس نے اس کا موبائلے کا چیلنج قبول کر لیا. اور پھر وہ جوان آدمی تھا. مسیح السلام جو ان سے تھے وہ آخری عمروں کے اندر تھے، لیکن وہ جس طریقے سے اس کی موت ہوئی وہ دنیا جانتی ہے. اس کے بارے میں بھی بتاتا ہوں جو میں آپ کو دکھانے والا ہوں. ڈاکومنٹری اس کے اندر بھی آپ دیکھ سکتے ہیں. اس سے پہلے میں آپ کو بتاتا ہوں کہ وہاں کے میئر نے جو زیون شہر ہے اس کے میئر نے کس طریقے سے اپنے شہر کی چابی جنسی ہے امام جماعت احمدیہ کے حوالے کی. ناظرین ملاحظہ کیجیے.
So it's with deep gratitude for the outstanding services rendered by the Ahmadiyya Muslim Community to the city of Zion and your commitment to furthering the development of the city and improving the well-being of its people that we present the key of the city of Zion to His Holiness.
ناظرین یہ دیکھا کہ سٹی آف زائن کے میئر نے آ کے اس شہری کی چابی دے دی جہاں پہ کچھ تصور بھی نہیں کر سکتا تھا کہ اسلام کا نام ہوگا. اور وہاں پہ ایک شاندار فتح عظیم ماسک کا افتتاح ہوا جو بہت بڑی جامع مسجد ہے. اور اس طرح سے جماعت احمدیہ نے وہاں پہ باقاعدہ کام شروع تو کافی عرصے کیا ہوتا، ایک بڑی شاندار مسجد بھی بنائی. تو میں آپ کو وہ ٹور دکھاتا ہوں کہ جو حضرت خلیفہ المسیح خامس کا US کا تھا، جس میں کئی مساجد کے افتتاح ہوئے. پاکستان میں ہماری مسجد کو توڑا جا رہا ہے، کلمے نوچے جا رہے ہیں اور گاؤں گراؤں کی مسجدوں کو بھی کے مینارے گرائے جا رہے ہیں، جس سے وہ سمجھتے ہیں کہ شاید اسی سے ہی ہماری جنسی بخشش ہو جائے. لیکن خدا تعالیٰ کا کرنا کیا ہے کہ دنیا کے عظیم ترین ممالک کے اندر احمدیہ مساجد کے افتتاح ہو رہے ہیں اور وہاں کی حکومتیں آ کے کر رہی ہیں اور وہ بتاتے ہیں کہ یہ سب سے زیادہ امن پسند شہری جنسی ہیں. ناظرین ملاحظہ کیجیے گا سٹی آف زائن کا افتتاح اور جو حضور کے یہ کلمات تھے جو میئر کے چیکی دینے کے بعد وہ بھی ملاحظہ کیجیے گا. پھر اس کے بعد ٹور بھی آپ دیکھیے گا. ناظرین آپ ملاحظہ کیجیے گا.
After the meetings, His Holiness proceeded for the reception of the Azim Mosque, built in Zion, the city where the great prophecy concerning Alexander Dowie was fulfilled. Prior to the awaited keynote address of Huzur, attendees heard from a number of guest speakers who took to the stage.
It's my wish and my prayer that this house of worship will serve as a bridge between our past and our future. So it's with deep gratitude for the outstanding services rendered by the Ahmadiyya Muslim Community to the city of Zion and your commitment to furthering the development of the city and improving the well-being of its people that we present the key of the city of Zion to His Holiness.
His Holiness is also a champion of women's rights, as I can personally attest from spending time with the Ahmadiyya Muslim women of Zion. The female members of this community command respect and are integral to the life of the community.
It's a beautiful day And as I like to say, it's an honor to be with you, and it's an honor to be any place they can pronounce my name right. We entered into the Congressional Record of the United States a commemoration of this historic day that will live on in history to remember what happened today and this joyous occasion.
Today, the followers of Hazrat Mirza Ghulam Ahmad, the promised Messiah and Mahdi, the guided one, offer thanks to Allah the Almighty that we are inaugurating the Fifth Mosque, the mosque of the grand victory in Zion, as a symbol of true religious freedom. Its doors open with an enlightened message pronouncing that the religious rights and peaceful beliefs of all people and communities are to be forever protected and cherished. It is the paramount objective of the Ahmadiyya Muslim Community to direct mankind to the path of spiritual salvation and to ensure that all people, irrespective of their caste, creed, or color, live together with the spirit of goodwill and harmony and in true peace and security. From the depth of my heart, I pray that this mosque will, God willing, always serve as a beacon of peace, tolerance, and love for all mankind. I pray it proves to be a place where people congregate in all humility to recognize their Creator, to bow before Him, and to fulfill the rights of mankind. For we earnestly believe that we can only be successful and prosperous if we fulfill the rights of worship of God Almighty and the rights of humanity. With these words, I wish to once again thank you all for joining us this evening. May Allah Almighty bless you all. Amen. Thank you very much. I also thank the mayor and the other Raja Sahib. I don't remember the name, otherwise you will say I did not pronounce your name correctly. To the mayor for giving me the key of this town, and I'm sure that now the key of this town is in the safe hands. Thank you very much.
देखो खुदा ने एक जहां को झुका दिया, गुमनाम पाके शोहराए आलम बना दिया.
When this city, Zion, just north of Chicago, was established in the year 1900, its founder claimed that Zion would wipe out all of Islam.
Allahu Akbar, Allah.
100 years on, Islam is making a home in the very heart of this city.
Allahu Akbar.
On the evening of Monday 26th of September 2022, by the grace of Allah the Almighty, Hazrat Khalifatul Masih V, Ayyadahullahu Ta'ala bin Nasrihil Aziz, arrived at Chicago Airport for a tour of the United States of America. This historic visit of Hazrat Khalifatul Masih is his first visit abroad since the start of the COVID pandemic. From the airport, as Huzur's entourage left for Zion, more than 1,000 Ahmadiyya Muslims who had gathered at the Fifth Mosque eagerly awaited Huzur's arrival. Hazur then led the Maghrib and Isha prayers. Serving as a shining beacon from the center of Zion, the Fifth Azim Mosque was to be inaugurated by the hands of Hazrat Khalifatul Masih, the fifth successor of the promised Messiah, السلام. It was Alexander Dowie's animosity towards Islam and abuse of its holy founder that stirred the most devoted servant of the Holy Prophet Muhammad ﷺ, that being Hazrat Mirza Ghulam Ahmad ﷺ, who immediately rose to the defense of Islam. The promised Messiah ﷺ warned Dowie to desist, but he did not heed this warning. Then, under the command of Allah the Almighty, the promised Messiah ﷺ challenged Dowie to a mubahala, a prayer duel, that whichever of them was a liar should perish in the lifetime of the other. Just as prophesied, Dowie, who was 12 years younger than the promised Messiah ﷺ and had been seemingly at the peak of his powers, was suddenly overcome by paralysis and passed away in 1907 during the lifetime of the promised Messiah ﷺ. His death fulfilled a prophecy which the promised Messiah ﷺ, under divine guidance, declared to be a Fifth Azim, meaning a great victory. This was a grand sign not only for those residing in India, rather it was witnessed by millions across the entire Western world, and was a great sign of the truth of the man chosen by God, the promised Messiah and Mahdi ﷺ. As Hazur unveiled the plaque, all those in attendance raised slogans of the majesty of Allah the Almighty.
اسلام احمدیت خلافت احمدیہ حضرت امیر المؤمنین
Ameen.
Prior to the unveiling of the plaque, Hazur visited an exhibition at the mosque about the prophecy of the promised Messiah ﷺ, that also houses many of the publications that reported all the events of the Mubahila challenge.
یہ فرسٹ ایڈیشن اردو میں ریویو ریلیجن جو حضرت مسیح موعود نے خط لکھا تھا کہ ڈوئی نے یہ سٹی بنائی ہے اور بہت 40 میل کی پلان بنائی تھی December 31st 1899. پھر ڈوئی نے ایک موومنٹ شروع کی ہے 100,000 لوگوں کا. اس کا نیٹ ورتھ واز $800 million in today's value. حضور جو فتح عظیم کا نام یو ایس پیپرز میں
سب کے 160 ہیں ورلڈ وائڈ.
جی
اس میں یہ ہے کہ جتنے کلپنگس ہیں اس کو ہم نے کیٹیگرائز کیا ہے بائی کنٹری. تو حضور اب اس کو لانچ
جی جی
یہ حضور یہ ہے نوم نگیٹ الاسکا کا اس زمانے کا اخبار.
جی
کریڈ چیلنجز کریڈ.
جی
اس کو ہم نے میگنیفائی کس طرح کیا ہے؟
یہ حضور یہ خاص اجازت ملی ہے. ہم نے باسٹن پبلک لائبریری کو کانٹیکٹ کیا ہے تو انہوں نے اجازت لی ہے کہ اوریجنل ان کے پاس تھا تو انہوں نے باقاعدہ سرٹیفکیشن بھیجا ہے. تو یہ اوریجنل کلپنگ ہے. انہوں نے کہا کہ یہ ایگزیکٹلی ایز اٹ اپیئرڈ ان دا نیوز پیپر یہ قائم ہے. تو انہوں نے کہا کہ یہ دس از دی آتھینٹک سرٹیفائڈ کاپی. یہاں پہ جو ہے یہ تصویر ہے 1894 جو کلپس دیکھی گئے. لوگ کہتے ہیں کہ نہیں ہوا ہے. دس از ویژول پروف کہ یہ ہوا ہے. اوریجنل ایڈیشن ہے. اور جی
1895 में हुआ है
1895 में
वेस्टर्न हेमिस्फीयर
वेस्टर्न हेमिस्फीयर में जी
94
में इंडिया
में
जी जी
95 में यहाँ हुआ था
जी तो ये इसमें कॉमिक्स का भी जिक्र है सैन फ्रांसिस्को का ओरिजिनल एडिशंस मिले हैं ये ओरिजिनल न्यूयॉर्क टाइम्स की आर्टिकल मिली है उस ज़माने के ये रेयर कलेक्टर आइटम्स हमने जमा किए हैं और सारे तो ये विक्ट्री का है ये फतेह अजीम ये तो रेयर चीज़ है टाइम मैगज़ीन जो है उसका जो ओरिजिनल नाम था वो लिटरेरी डाइजेस्ट है ये ओरिजिनल फर्स्ट एडिशन मिली है पेपर और ये हज़रत مسلم السلام की फ़ोटो उन्होंने उस वक्त खींची हमने कलेक्टर से लिए
लाइब्रेरी से नहीं मिले
नहीं लाइब्रेरी से भी नहीं मिले कलेक्टर से मिले ये 115 साल पुराना अखबार है
Hazur also laid the foundation stone for the minaret that is to be built at the mosque and inspected the entire mosque complex. The premises cover an area of 13,000 square feet. The main prayer hall can house 150 worshippers, whilst 600 can be accommodated in the entire building.
حضرت अमीरुल मोमिनीन हज़रत खलीफतुल मसीह खामिस इन्नी माका.
Later in the day, a renowned media outlet, Religion News Service, had the opportunity to interview Hazur. The journalist asked Hazur why was it important for Hazur to be here for the inauguration of the mosque.
Wherever we open the mosque, normally our communities in that country, they ask if it's possible I should come there to open the mosque. So in Germany, in the UK or elsewhere, I normally used to travel before COVID to open the mosque. But here, there's one thing special, as you have seen from the exhibition. Yeah. So that is also one of the causes. Apart from that, as I have said, I normally open the mosque and meet my community members there. In this way, they become encouraged, and I advise them that what is the purpose of the mosque. The purpose of our life, according to our belief and religion, is to worship Allah. So mosques are made for this purpose. And when I remind them, they should remember not only be happy because of construction of the mosque, but actually realize what the purpose of their life is. So in this way, they become encouraged, they are charged, and then they change themselves and realize what their duties are.
The journalist asked what Hazur hopes the people will learn from the story of Alexander Dowie.
He said, our work is to convey the message of Islam. Quran says there is no compulsion in religion. And it says that you cannot force anybody to change your religion. But keep on doing your work. Those who do not change their religion, at least they will realize that Islam's teachings are actually those teachings which ask the person to live together amicably and discharge their duties they owe to each other. The founder of the Ahmadiyya community said, my purpose is to bring the people of the world before Allah, make them understand how to worship Allah and why should they worship Allah, and they should bow before their Creator. Secondly, purpose is to make the people realize their duties they owe to each other. They respect each other. They respect each other's religion. And this is what the Quran says, and this is what we believe, and this is what we practice, this is what we preach.
The journalist went on to ask Hazur if there is still a role for organized religion in the world, and can religion be a voice for peace?
You see, we say that the purpose of religion is not to scare anybody. As I have already told you, there are two purposes for which the founder of the Ahmadiyya movement appeared. To revive the true teaching of Islam. And the basis of the two teachings are to make the people realize their duties they owe to their Creator, and secondly, to make them realize their duties they owe to their fellow beings. So, if you know these two duties, then there's no need to fear us. We are not going to force. We preach. We do not say that you must accept, otherwise we shall do this or that. We are not that type of fanatic mullahs or miscreants who are disturbing the peace of the society. We say we must live peacefully and we respect each other. Quran says that you must respect the religion of each other. It says that you should not even use any bad language against the idols of the idol worshippers, because they will, in retaliation, use the same language against Allah, the Almighty, your God. And that means you are going to be the cause of that language. So respect even those people and do not speak ill of any person, any deity of any religion.
Throughout the week, Ahmadiyya Muslims of the United States were blessed to spend time near their beloved Imam. Hundreds of Ahmadis had the opportunity of having private family mulaqats, whilst others were able to join in groups.
आज हमारी मुलाकात थी हुजूर के साथ. वो लम्हा मेरी ज़िंदगी का कुल सरमाया, मेरे बच्चों की ज़िंदगी का कुल सरमाया. इतनी शफ़क़त कि मेरे पास अल्फाज ही नहीं कि मैं कैसे बयान करूं. इतना नूर कि मेरा ईमान है कि ये वजूद इलाही वजूद है. अल्लाह ने इस मुकाम पर फाइज किया. आज मैंने अपनी आंखों से देख ली और आज मुझे ये पता चला, हम कहते थे लेकिन आज ये पता चला कि मोहब्बत दो तरफा है, एक तरफा नहीं है.
Hazur is the closest person to Allah on earth, and to be aligned with that person and to be making prayers behind the Khalifa is something that we were missing for so many years, and to finally be able to do that and hear his sweet kirat and his recitation, it was just heartwarming just to be there today. Praying behind Hazur has been the only reason I've taken this trip along with my family, taking time off from work, kids time off from school and college, just to be in his presence as much as possible.
This is my first time seeing Hazur in person. I have seen Hazur, of course, on the TV, on MTA. We've been corresponding. I've been writing letters to Hazur, asking for guidance on several issues, asking for prayers. And Hazur has been writing to me, responding to my questions and some of the concerns that I've had, and also praying for me. And seeing that person, that figure that I've always yearned to see and be in his presence, seeing him for the first time in my life is an experience that is just hard to put into words. It's just seeing your beloved, right? So all I can say really is just that it's beautiful. It's just warming to the heart.
Thank
Achha.
And these are my two older sons. This is Imran and Surah.
So you have 3 sons?
I have 3 sons.
Yes.
And this is Kesan Anwar Ahmad. He's 11 years old and he's 9 years old. And this is the first time that they have ever been in your presence. So.
Achha, come here, sons. Take it. ये पकड़ो. तो तुम किस ग्रेड में हो?
जी मैं 6th ग्रेड.
6th में, माशाल्लाह. चलो अच्छी बात है. हाँ, तुम भी इधर आ जाओ. तुमने आना है, इधर आ जाओ मेरे पास. Come here. किस ग्रेड में हो तुम?
मैं 8th में.
8th में? अच्छा. तो क्या बनना फिर? Doctor. अच्छा, माशाल्लाह.
On Thursday, the Association of Ahmadiyya Muslim Scientists from America had the honor of a mulaqat with Hazur Anwar.
How many PhDs do you have among these people?
Hazur, we have roughly 35 PhDs.
And what is the total number of men?
The total number of men is 45.
And women?
37. In December 2019, Huzur gave an address at the Ahmadiyya Muslim Research Association conference of the UK, and Huzur ended the address with the words, "May we soon come to witness the dawn of a new Islamic age led by Ahmadi Muslims." And with that, we framed a mission which was to lead the next Islamic golden age of science and technology.
So it was almost 4 years ago, right?
Ji.
What have you achieved since then? The theme is 100 Abdul Salams.
Yes.
How many Abdul Salams we have produced?
Huzur, we think we have
You
promising.
have potential.
Ji.
You have potential, but not yet tapped.
That's correct, Huzur. We believe that they're on the cusp. Many of them are in the top of their fields.
I serve as the president of Ahmadi Women Scientist Association of USA. When we studied carefully the addresses of Hazur Anwar on the occasion of UNESCO and AMRA, we found that the Hazur's repeated directive to follow in the footsteps of Dr. Abdul Salam and those outstanding Muslim scholars many centuries ago. And Hazur Anwar has also reminded us that Hazrat Khalifa Masih Salis Rahmullah Alayh had an ardent desire that at least 100 Ahmadi Muslims would soon follow in the footsteps of Dr. Abdul Salam and become eminent scientists by the turn of the centenary year of
His desire was that we should have 100 scientists by 1989.
Yes.
And now 89, 99, 9, 19, and 33 years have passed since then, huh? Oh, I hope within the next few years we shall have at least one or two.
Inshallah. Inshallah. I mean, there are promising Abdul Salams that we have captured, and we will have steps to nurture them, inshallah.
Now, inshallah should now turn out to be mashallah. So, when you achieve your target, then you can say mashallah.
I work in the field of electric vehicles on battery technology. By Allah's grace, I founded a company named One to glorify the unity of Allah and bring electric vehicles to the masses. Earlier this month, One announced a world's first in lithium-ion cell performance with a new chemistry capable of 1,000 kilometers on a single charge, while costing less than commonly available lead-acid batteries. I was previously guided by Hazur to work on technology for the masses. I humbly seek prayers that this technology will accelerate the adoption of electric vehicles globally, including in developing countries. Jazakumullah, please keep
Have you been to Ghana to explore some more avenues?
I have not been to Ghana.
Do you think there's any possibility of starting your business there?
And in Ghana, there is supply of lithium and other materials that we are searching.
I think you should try to explore some more African countries.
Okay, inshallah. Jazakumullah, Hazur.
Because you cannot just rely on one country.
Yes, inshallah.
Make proper feasibility plan and then move on.
Inshallah. Jazakumullah, Hazur. Assalamu alaikum.
लोगों की इस तरफ को जरा भी नजर न थी मेरे वजूद की भी किसी को
The city of Zion may have forgotten Dowie and his claims, but the sign of the truth of the promised Messiah is now immortalized with the establishment of the Fifth Azim Mosque. With the Friday sermon, the mosque was blessed to be inaugurated by Hazrat Khalifa Masih V, Ayyadahullah Ta'ala bin Nasrihil Aziz.
आज आप यहाँ ज़ायन की मस्जिद के इफ्तिताह के लिए जमा हैं। अल्लाह ताला ने जमात अहमदिया अमेरिका को तौफीक दी कि उस मस्जिद की तामीर करे और उस शहर में करे जो जमात की तारीख़ में एक ख़ास अहमियत रखता है। 2 दिन पहले एक जर्नलिस्ट ने मुझसे सवाल किया कि मस्जिद यहाँ के लिए इतनी अहम क्यों है। تو مساجد تو ہمارے لیے ہر اہم ہوتی ہے. میں نے اسے یہی کہا تھا تمام مساجد ہی ہمارے لیے اہم ہیں. اس کا خیال تھا کہ صرف اس مسجد کے لیے خاص طور پر میں یہاں آیا ہوں. میں نے کہا پہلے بھی میں جاتا رہتا تھا مساجد کے افتتاح کے لیے. تو بہرحال اس کو میں نے کہا کہ اس مسجد کی اہمیت بھی ہے ایک، اور وہ یہ ہے کہ اس شہر میں تعمیر ہوئی ہے یہ مسجد جو ایک مخالف اسلام کا آباد کیا ہوا شہر ہے. اور جن لوگوں کو تاریخ سے دلچسپی ہے وہ اس تاریخ کے جاننے کی کوشش کریں گے، اور اس تاریخ کے بتانے کے لیے، کیونکہ جماعت کے علاوہ تو کوئی اس شہر کی تاریخ کو نہیں جانتا، نہ ڈوی کو جانتا ہے. ایک نمائش کا اہتمام بھی جماعت نے کیا ہوا ہے جس سے اس تاریخ پر روشنی پڑتی ہے. جو جماعت کے نزدیک اس شہر کی اہمیت ہے اور جن کو دلچسپی ہے وہ اس نمائش سے کچھ حد تک فائدہ بھی اٹھا سکتے ہیں. شاید وہ اس بارے میں آرٹیکل بھی لکھے گی کل. بہرحال جیسا کہ میں نے کہا، اس شہر کی تاریخی اہمیت اور ایک نام نہاد دعوے دار اور اس کا حضرت مسیح علیہ السلام کے خلاف غلط زبان استعمال کرنا اور پھر اس کا خاتمہ ہونا اور اس شہر میں جماعت کا قائم ہونا اللہ تعالیٰ کا شکر ادا کرنے والا ہر احمدی کو بناتا ہے، اور بنانا چاہیے.